There's a scripture I wanted to read to you today that I think is really relevant for Christians and for followers of Jesus to keep in mind as we're living in a world that is saturated with the opinions of everyone. And this is what it says in Luke chapter 6, verse 33. It says, "For no good tree bears bad fruit, nor does a bad tree bear good fruit. For each tree is known by its own fruit. For figs are not gathered by thorn bushes, nor are grapes picked by a bramble bush." Right? So it's talking about gardening or trees or fruit. And it talks about how every tree is known by the fruit that it produces. But then it keeps on going. It says, "The good person out of the good treasures of his heart produces good. And the evil person out of the evil treasures of his heart produces evil. For out of the abundance of the heart his mouth speaks." And the Bible makes this, and Jesus really, it's the words of Jesus, and Jesus makes this connection between the idea of a tree and each one of us. How a tree is only going to produce the thing that that tree can produce, right? What's inside of a tree are the components to create the fruit that that tree produces. What's inside of you goes together to produce what you express. This is what I mean, right? This is what I think this passage is trying to state to us, and how we can really contextualize it for today. What we express often reveals what we value consistently. The things that we value the most, the things that we consistently value, are the things that we're going to talk about the most. So let me challenge you today. What are you expressing most often right now? Is it fear? Is it anger? Is it frustration? Is it a political view? And let me challenge you now too. I think that we as followers of Jesus have to get to the place that people will know us by our fruit. We have to express most often what we value most often. And the best way to do that is to value most what God values most. And the only way that we're going to be able to value most what God values most is if we take time to lean in to God. Prayer, reading scripture, conversations that build each other up. It's a concept that we introduced on Monday with this idea. We want to open the door for people to find Jesus. We don't want to get in the way of someone finding Jesus. So let me encourage you, value most what God values most. Then the thing that you express most often will reveal what you value consistently, and that is going to align directly with who God has called you to be. Hope you have a blessed day, and we look forward to seeing you tomorrow.